Nie pokazują tego kamery, ale Zusi robi właśnie fikołki po oktagonie.
Ależ wściekła, widzimy, że tutaj...
Zobaczymy, czyja to godzina właśnie za moment wybije w klatce.
Oj, nie jest łatwo mieć tak przerażającą żonę. Wydaje mi się, że nie jeden mężczyzn.
Fagata Fall!
Shut down that avenue.
Ooh, hard right hand. Taylor in trouble. Head kick for the finish. It is done.
Dokunan saymayacak ama Irvan Barut direkt yumrukları isabetleri buluyor. High kick'le bitirdi. High kick'le bitirdi. Karşılaşmayı da bitiriyor.
As the lights dimmed and the roar of the crowd began to rise, anticipation filled the air. The ring, spotlighted at the center, wasn't just a battlefield tonight. It was a stage for dominance, skill, and raw, unfiltered intensity. In a sport often dominated by male legends, tonight was different. It was about the queens of combat, the baddies of the fight game, those who fight with style, grace, and absolutely no mercy. The opening bell rang, and the first round erupted into a thunderous exchange of power punches. These women weren't here to dance or play defense. They came to brawl. Fast jabs, head movement, brutal body shots. It wasn't just boxing, it was war with gloves on. You could feel every thud reverberate through the arena. The crowd was electric, watching every movement as if it were life or death. Each fighter came with something to prove. For one,
Napletí ho a vrací se zpátky do středu. Dobře, Sabová kombinuje, promiň. Hezký high kick, nakonec!
Oh, Fabiola Escobar has absolutely slept. Anna Villanueva walked right onto the right high kick.
Yes, right hand. That rocked her a little bit. Kat felt that, but she threw right back. Now she gets a Cajun. Oh, she's a big knee. That was a big knee. That was a big one. That's gonna finish.
Финал Гран-при. Битва на Волге 4 и хай-кик-аут. Да, к сожалению, вот так завершается этот бой. Попала Марта Валишек.
In and out, a little bit too much. So pendulum step, as it's called in boxing. It's just it needs to be busier. There you go. Better.
it was redemption after a controversial decision in her last bout. For another, it was a chance to silence critics who doubted her rise to the top. And for others, it was about respect. Earning it, demanding it, taking it. By round 3, the sweat was flying, but so was the fire. These weren't just athletes. They were warriors. One fighter, compact and powerful, used her footwork to cut the ring and trap her opponent on the ropes. Hooks to the liver followed by snapping uppercuts shook the crowd with every impact. The opponent, tall and rangy, used her jab to create space, then followed it with lightning-quick combinations that scored again and again. But this wasn't about technique alone, it was about grit. One fighter took a flush right hand, stumbled, regrouped, and came back even stronger. That's the kind of heart that makes boxing beautiful and brutal. No one wanted to back down, and neither did the crowd. Every round ended with cheers so loud it felt like the arena itself was shaking. Women's boxing has come a long way, and in recent years, the world has seen an incredible shift in the recognition and respect for female boxers. The rise of women athletes in combat sports has inspired a
Hands up, still throwing punches. Very tough effort from her. Sometimes that combat sports you gain respect for the loser. Like she's getting rocked, clearly out of her depth.
That's it.
選手の距離なので、ストレート系とかこうもらわなくていい攻撃をもらう。
Hamilton catches the kicking leg. It's been a kickboxing contest, this one. No ground game.
New generation of fighters and boxing fans alike. These women, often seen as fierce competitors, not only fight in the ring but also fight against societal norms and barriers. Boxing is no longer just a sport for men. Women have taken their place, showcasing their strength, resilience, and skill. The time has come to celebrate these extraordinary athletes who show the world what it truly means to be a fighter. Historically, women's participation in boxing was discouraged, often seen as too aggressive for women. In the early 20th century, it was rare to see women in the boxing ring, as they were restricted by societal expectations that confined them to more feminine activities. But as the years went by, things began to change. The late 20th and early 21st centuries witnessed a surge in the popularity of
finish for Gomez. Somebody who was a little bit outclassed her.
И боксирует. Вот здесь, вот здесь. Еще молодец. Вот, хорошо. Вот. Вот здесь, вот здесь. Подгрузи, подгрузи, просто подгрузи. Просто подгрузи. Стоп, стоп, стоп. Врач. Так.
Tong, like I said, was the aggressor, but Senya, she struggles the first, 20-30 seconds, but then she got those hands moving, especially those high kicks.
Senya in complete control here, defending the clinch pretty well. Good Tong. Is she going to go back to the same game plan? I think so.
She keeps.
Just reluctant to come out of her corner. Ada left a 1, 2, 3, 4. It was Lamb versus Lion. It is.
of women's combat sports. Fighters like Christy Martin, Layla Ali, and later Claressa Shields, Katie Taylor, and many others paved the way for future generations of female boxers. Their breakthrough moments proved that women had the skill and determination to compete at the highest level of the sport. As women fought for equality in combat sports, they also fought for their rightful place in the spotlight. The barriers that once held them back were broken, and the door opened for young girls everywhere to step into the ring. Being a female fighter requires mental toughness, discipline, and a willingness to push through the pain and obstacles. Female boxers
back to her chest instead of back to her cheek. She may take a big shot. Oh, big right hand! Larissa Pacheco!
Good left hook, a nice left hook to the side of the jaw. The Mosquito is swatted. Oh my goodness, really hard on the tip of the chin, and she went down very heavy indeed.
Yeah, she's clean out then.
Do prawego kopnięcia, ale jest lewe kopnięcie na lepki. Jest ciężki knockout. Koniec.
Venezolano. Abierta la izquierda. Linda mano sur de muñeca a la lona.
Oh, unbelievable. With a plum and a right hand. Oh, big one. Dakota puts in that right hand and a head.
As well, so, woo!
You put her all the way out. Now,
train just as hard, if not harder, than their male counterparts. The level of dedication needed to excel in boxing is immense, as it requires perfecting technique, strength, and strategy, all while dealing with the pressures of gender inequality. Every punch thrown, every jab and hook landed takes not just physical strength but mental fortitude. Female fighters train with the same intensity as men, sacrificing their time, energy, and sometimes even relationships to achieve greatness. But despite all the hardships they face, the payoff is a moment of victory that proves their worth.
Oh, big right. Oh, there goes the mouthpiece, and that's it.
1 minute to go. Oh!
Wow, she knows exactly what she needs to do.
Oh, and look at that, the combination again.
Body strikes as well here from long pad five. Then
Double two.
Male-dominated sport. Claressa Shields, the two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated professional champion, has become one of the most dominant forces in women's boxing. Known as the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time, Shields has held titles in multiple weight classes, including middleweight and super middleweight. Her achievements have set a high standard for future generations of female boxers. Katie Taylor, a former Olympian who became the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Taylor's remarkable skill set and hard-hitting power have made her one of the biggest stars in boxing today. She has helped bring more attention to women's boxing and has become a role model for aspiring female fighters.
She throws a shot, ends up with her back on the cage, and then bounces.
But this is the one coming up that does the damage. Baseball bat to the face. Unbelievable.
Got to return punch here soon. And then a pained look on Navity's face now.
Packer. Just these.
That's going to be it.
Yeah.
Karşılaştı birden. Antoniano Stop! Yanlış çıkınca İpecek toxtatıldı.
Wow. You know, in and out, a little bit too much. A pendulum step, as it's called in boxing. It's just it needs to be busier. There you go. Oh, that was nice.
Shot, she is out.
She said, "Look at this."
Yeah, that's a little. That's a little bit of a take to.
Cecilia Brækhus, known as the First Lady of Boxing, Brækhus was the first female boxer to hold all 4 major world championships in a single weight class. Her impressive career has spanned over a decade, and she is often regarded as one of the most technically skilled boxers of her time. Amanda Serrano, a Puerto Rican boxer who has won world championships in multiple weight classes. Serrano is known for her power and incredible finishing ability. Her accolades have made her one of the most respected and feared names in women's boxing. These are just a few examples of the amazing talent that has emerged in women's boxing. Each of these fighters has fought not only their opponents,
Right hand lands from Hitch on the inside. Segala resetting. And down goes Charissa Segala.
Hinshaw already looking much better.
Underway.
Hometown girl, both of these ladies are pretty tall for this strawweight. That's a big shot.
It's over.
That's a big shot by Gina Gooden.
Out of range this time.
Unbelievable. The right leg comes up.
Манле, по всей видимости, либо же потерял равновесие. О, неужели? Это нокаут! А Ян Турсун буквально...
Just tick-tock back. Oh, beautiful right hand. And that is all she wrote in round number 1. Wow.
That switch kick confused the heck out of her. Whew. Beautiful knockout for Fernanda.
I'm still seeing a lot of 1-2s from Hilton.
Set it up.
Trying to put that pressure on, but we're just not seeing it. Great. Goodness.
Sophia Hayes shuts the...
Oh, nice combination. Puts Jura on the floor. Wow, and Gabby Jarrett is going to win.
bout.
More recognition. Their determination has led to improvements in the sport, with more media coverage and growing fan bases for women's boxing. Female boxers are making history every time they step into the ring, and their stories are beginning to be told to a wider audience. The future of women's boxing looks incredibly promising. With the rise of social media and streaming platforms, fans from all over the world can follow their favorite female boxers and watch them compete on a global scale. The sport is no longer confined to niche audiences, but is growing into a mainstream attraction. Major networks are starting to give women's boxing the attention it deserves, and big events like Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano are breaking records in terms of viewership.